Hey all you mighty fine people out there, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. In this video we are taking a deep dive into this 2.6 kilo monster of a drum delay machine. It is the Binson Echorec by T-Rex Effects, handcrafted right here in Denmark. So the original Echorec came out way back in the 1950s, and this is T-Rex Effects' attempt to replicate that unit. Now, unfortunately, I don't have an original Echorec to compare this to. However, I am absolutely sure that you will not find anything anywhere that comes as close to the original as this. The hours of research and development that went into this unit are staggering, and yeah, it is absolutely amazing. If you are into these kind of demo videos, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button and let YouTube know that these are the kind of videos that you want to watch. Now, before we get into all of the controls and the drum and the sound samples, I'm just gonna run you through the backside of the unit here. We have jack ins and outs that you can use to plug in instruments like electric guitar, like I just did. We have XLR connections, so you can use this in your studio. We have a power input. We have an expression speed input so that you can control the drum speed. I will show you how that works in just a second. And we have the ability to bypass the unit from some kind of remote switch right here. Finally, we have these 4 holes, which says playback level, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that controls the playback level from the individual heads inside of the drum here. I am just going to take off the cover so that you can see the revolving drum and the tape heads inside. And there you have it. You can see the revolving drum on which the signal is recorded, and you can see the record heads and the playback heads. Now, just one word of advice. According to the manual, all of the problems that T-Rex had with the old original units was when people have messed around with the tape heads. So, do not touch the tape heads. They are carefully placed by the factory in the positions that they need to be, so just leave them there and don't touch them. Alright, let's hook up a guitar into an amp and let's see what this thing can do. So I hooked up my guitar. It is my Fender Strat. It's a Rode 160 loaded with Green River pickups. It's going through the Binson Echorec and into my Vox AC50 behind me. And this is the sound with the Echorec turned off. Alright, let's turn on the Binson Echorec and see what it sounds like. Alrighty, let's go through all of the controls and see what they do to the sound. First, we have the echo volume, and that is obviously the volume of the echo itself. Right now it is at the 10 o'clock position, so let's see what we get when we turn it up. Turn it back to the 10 o'clock position, something like that. And as you can tell, when you get above the 12 o'clock position, you do get some noise, and that is just a part of this machine. Next up is the record 1 short and record 2 long switch right here. And for now it has been in the 1 or short position, and that is using the record head that is placed exactly where it was on the original unit. Now this one has 2 record heads. If I flick the switch down to the record 2 position or the long position, I'm using the second record head, which is placed in another position, giving you longer delay times. So check this out. As you can tell, the delay time becomes much longer in the record to position. I'm going to leave it there for now, and we are going to the next knob on the front here, and that is the drum speed. You could also call this the delay time of the unit. When I turn this down, you can see that the drum itself decreases its speed, and you get even longer delay times. I'm going to put it back in the middle position. The knob has kind of a notch that it falls into in the middle position, and that is the speed of the original Binson Echorec. Let's try turning it all the way up. And back in the middle position. Now this speed knob can also be controlled by an expression pedal, and I am going to hook that up later in the video and show you how that works. Next is the record level knob, and that is controlling how much signal is getting recorded on the drum. Try turning it all the way down, and it doesn't record anything, and then you can turn it up to your desired record level. Now when you are using the record level, this is also where the magic eye on the front of the device comes into play. And that is giving you an indication of the signal strength that is coming into the record head and being recorded on the drum itself. Alright, moving to the right side of the device, you can see this row of buttons labeled playback 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that is turning on or off the 4 playback heads hidden under the cover here. As for now, we have been on playback head 4, and that is also going to give you the longest delay times. I've included this chart so that you can see the different delay times for the different playback heads. Now, the playback heads can be turned on or off as you please, and they can also be combined in any combination that you please. So let's check that out. And as you can tell, the further up you get to playback head 1, the shorter the delay time, and that has to do with the placement of the playback heads. Let's try some different combinations of playback heads. And as you can tell, you can easily get this device to go into self-oscillation where it just keeps repeating and repeating and repeating. Next up is this repeat and swell switch right here. And until now, it has been in the repeat position, which gives you kind of a normal delay sound. Let's try putting it into the swell position. And as you will note, this will give you more of a reverb-like tone. and I think that's a really beautiful sound coming from this device. All right, I'm going to switch it back to the repeat mode, and then we move on to the final knob, which is the echo tone, and that is a tone control for the repeats themselves. Let's check out the range on that. And that is a really nice thing. If you want to blend this into a mix or something, you can really tailor the echoed sound to fit whatever you need. Finally, there's a bypass switch, which of course can be used to turn the unit off. Turn it back on again. And if you hold it down for more than 2 seconds like this, the drum will stop spinning. Alright, finally I'm going to show you how you can use the expression pedal to control the drum speed. I've hooked up this old Boss expression pedal to the expression input on the back using a stereo jack cable. So you can do this. And that is a cool way of getting some different delay times because this doesn't have a tap tempo function. Alright, thank you so much for watching my demo on the Binson Echorec by T-Rex Effects. I'm absolutely blown away by this unit. It is amazingly well built, and I can only imagine the enormous amounts of hours of research and work that has been put into this thing to make this replica of the original Binson Echorec. Alright, also I have done my very best in this video to not call this a pedal, because this is not designed as a guitar pedal. It is not meant to be put on a pedal board and hauled around in a van, because as you can imagine, inside this thing there are a lot of delicate machinery, and bumping it around in transport and things like that is just something you have to be very careful with. You need to take care of this unit. If you want to use it in a guitar rig, you could always put it somewhere behind your amp or on top of your amp, and then take advantage of these remote switches right here on the back. Alright, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will be back soon with more gear demos. Until then, take care.